Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker and welcome back to this channel about magic. Today we're going to take a look at the performance of Marc Spelmann, or Magician X, as he returns to America's Got Talent The Champions 2020. This is the semifinals and his second performance. In his previous performance, he fooled and shocked the judges and me by having Shin Lim pop out and remove the mask at the end. It was quite unexpected and quite cool. By the way, those of you who watched my previous reaction, did you look close at the thumbnail that I made for that video? Did you appreciate the craftsmanship of my photoshopping where I put Shin Lim's hair on top of the mask? It was also kind of a subtle hint, you know, without just overtly ruining what the act was about. I saw some other videos online where they just say, Magician X is Shin Lim, but no one cares about my Photoshop work, do they? Let's go ahead and get into this reaction and see what Marc Spelmann has in store for us on his second act.
Some people know me as Marc Spelmann. Some people know me as X. X is an extension of me, the best of me.
It was probably your best performance we've seen from you so far.
Being on Champions has enabled me to share X with the world and the great people of America. When I looked out into the audience, I realized we are all connected. For me, it has always been about giving a message of hope, and that we all have the ability to change our worlds. We must truly believe anything is possible in order to achieve our full potential.
I really do like that message, by the way, believing that anything is possible. And it is important to have hope, to have belief in ourselves in order that we can rise to our full potential. Because if from the very beginning we don't think we can do it, then we've already lost. So I do like the message of positivity and hope that he's inserting into his magic. Proceeding.
And I'm ready to reach mine, to be a champion. I am X, and X is here to win.
That's kind of funny because I just kind of felt like he was saying, you know, for everyone to have hope and everything, but he's like, I'm here to win. Things just got real. But of course, this is a competition, so yeah, he's got to try to win it. Let's see his act.
Good evening, America. It is sincerely a pleasure to share X with you all. We must always cherish the true value of each and every moment before it becomes a memory. In this life, it isn't about what we have, but the time we have that truly counts. I would like to invite the incredible Terry Crews to the stage.
That's a good message, by the way.
Please take a seat. I have a mask for you to wear. You will not be able to see anything.
It's kind of creepy.
This will enable you to enter your subconscious mind fully. Now imagine seeing what I see and feeling what I feel. Please be aware of all sensations. And now point to where I touch you. Let me take you into your past. Imagine yourself in a white room. There is a box with a watch inside. Imagine taking the watch out of the box and setting a totally random time. Please tell us the time you set the watch to.
4 p.m.
Heidi, the box you have is the box Terry saw in his mind. Can you please open it and show everyone the time on the watch?
Yep, it's 4 o'clock.
Thank you, Heidi.
I just gotta say right now, it's interesting that he chose to do this PK touch routine again. He had already done something just like this on Britain's Got Talent before, but maybe he just figures, you know, different stage, different audience, and he's combining it. He didn't just do that, he's also doing this watch effect with it as well. But that PK touch thing, I do feel like we've seen it a lot in the last couple years. And as far as the watch, when Heidi was opening the box, I was kind of looking closely because I wanted to see what kind of watch this was, if it looked like thick enough to be some kind of electronically controlled watch. I mean, I know we have the the Apple Watches now, and they're very thin and they have Wi-Fi capabilities. So to me, it's within reason that it could have been remotely controlled to just change to 4 p.m. But maybe that's not even how he did it. Maybe it's just a normal watch and there's some other method being employed, but as someone observing it, and as I would think most audience members would kind of compare in their head to other technology that's readily available today, like the Apple Watch. Just my thoughts. Proceeding with his act.
Terry, welcome back. I have one last question for you. If you could snap your fingers and be anywhere in this vast world, where would you be? Please tell us.
I will be at home.
And now turn around.
Whoa!
Don't stay out too late, honey.
I would have picked Bora Bora.
I am X. Thank you and good night.
Thank you. All right.
All right, let me go ahead and give you my thoughts before I hear what the judges have got to say, although I've already given you a lot of my thoughts during the performance. But hey, this is a reaction video, so if you want to just watch the whole thing uninterrupted, go watch it on TV, okay? Anyways, overall, I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't as amazing as his first performance. Somehow I thought the first one was a lot more dynamic and interesting. You know, and then of course having Shinlim pop out at the end, that was an extra like, pa, 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 pa. So basically we had this kind of invisible touch thing first, and then we had a prediction effect with the watch, and we had another kind of prediction effect with Magician X predicting that Terry would pick being home instead of Bora Bora, which he clearly should have chosen. I mean, come on, where do you want to be? At home or on a tropical island? Okay, all joking aside, in terms of this last piece where he's predicted that Terry would like to be at home, because it's so pre-recorded and up there on the screen, I mean, that's obviously the only choice he could have made. I think, unless I'm wrong, unless he had multiple outs and he could have chosen to play any number of different locations, but I doubt it. I think it's just a little bit too much of a direct relation that the general audience watching this effect will feel like the magician knew Terry was going to say home, and the only thing they could assume from there is that Terry had somehow agreed to say that ahead of time, or somehow unwittingly revealed that that would be his choice before the act began. It would be really interesting to see what would happen if there was even like a small chance that Terry would say some other place, how Marc Spelmann would react to that. Let's just hear what the judges have to say.
Heidi!
I love the whole concept, you know, that you are this masked person taking us on this journey. And the last time, it was really like the kicker at the end, the payoff, you know, when all of a sudden Shin Lim was right here and we were like, boom, we couldn't believe it. And that moment to me was not there today. I don't know, it wasn't as special. I'm sorry.
Alicia.
For me, every time I see you, you are consistently brilliant. And I'd love to see you go all the way to the final. I really would.
Simon.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think this was a progression up from where you were before. If you do make it through, however, I think you've got to come up with something brand new. You've got to push yourself. You've got to test yourself. So let's see what the superfans think, because your act before this was fantastic, Mark.
Good luck tonight, Mark. Show some love for Marc Spelmann as X.
That was the first act so far tonight that I don't think rose to the occasion.
Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and give you my concluding thoughts. So Marc Spelmann, Magician X. I really like the messages he's communicating when he's presenting his magic. You know, I think he said something about it's not the stuff that we own, it's the time that we have. And this whole concept of having hope and the belief that something can happen so that you actually are able to rise to the occasion and be a better person. I think I kind of paraphrased and butchered what he was trying to say, but you get the idea. And I think those are very important messages. And yeah, I do agree with what the judges had to say. This performance wasn't necessarily as strong as his first performance. And another thing is, I feel like on these really big talent shows, it's kind of hard to enjoy the mentalism type of magic unless it has some very interesting spin. Now, I do think mentalism has its place in magic. I think it can be very powerful, especially if you have it performed in a close environment. I mean, just with like a few people in the room or directly for you. Then this mentalism branch of magic can be really impactful. But unfortunately, on such a large stage with so many thousands of people on this big network presenting the show, it's very easy to believe there was some pre-stage work or some judge agreed to say something. Anyways, I think Marc Spelmann is a great magician. I think he's got a lot of good ideas. ideas, and I really enjoy the message he was communicating. What did you think? Leave a comment in the comments section below. Smash like, maybe, huh? And now it's time for that part of the video. What part of the video, Jason?
This part of the video.
Okay, so now let's find a story randomly. And I have found the stag at the pool. No picture this time, we're just gonna have to use our imaginations. And chapter 93, the stag at the pool. A thirsty stag went down to a pool to drink. As he bent over the surface, he saw his own reflection in the water and was struck with admiration for his fine spreading antlers. But at the same time, he felt nothing but disgust for the weakness and slenderness of his legs. While he stood there looking at himself, he was seen and attacked by a lion. But in the chase which ensued, he soon drew away from his pursuer and kept his lead as long as the ground over which he ran was open and free of trees. But coming presently into... I think I know where this is going. But coming presently to a wood, he was caught by his antlers in the branches and fell a victim to the teeth and claws of his enemy. "Woe is me," he cried with his last breath. "I despised my legs, which might have saved my life, but I glorified in my horns, and they have proved my ruin." Moral of the storyline is, what is worth most is often valued least. Wow, I really like this one. I think this is a clever story. And what can this moral do for us in our daily lives? Well, I suppose it could help us remember to appreciate those things we often ignore. You know, I guess it's our human nature to focus on specific things that draw our interest. But sometimes it's good to think about the other parts of your life, the other parts of your body. Don't take your legs for granted, okay? Especially if you're doing weightlifting. You can't skip legs day or you're gonna get top heavy. Anyway, I guess that's pretty straightforward. I really did like the storytelling on this one. I felt like I enjoyed the wording and the whole I enjoyed the journey of the story and not only the destination. And is there anything else that can be gleaned from this? What do you think? Leave a comment below. I enjoy reading what you've got to say about these fables. Have you ever got your antlers caught in the tree when you were running from a lion? Was there ever something you were so proud and happy about which actually caused you harm? I can't think of anything. I think the general concept is to be appreciative of all things and count your blessings. All right, time to make the book vanish. Here it comes. Almost there. Well, that was easier than I expected. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash like. Thanks for sticking it out all the way to the end of the video. I appreciate that. By the way, I guess I should talk about this sometimes, but YouTube changed the way the notification bell works. So make sure you click on it and select all, and that way you won't miss another magician reaction or tutorial or whatever. By the way, I'm planning to make one more The Witcher reaction review video, and then I'll be done with it. I'm just gonna take the last 4 episodes, smash them all together into one video, just to be complete and finished with that. For those of you wondering what's coming next on the channel. And then I'll be jumping into some more of those older Fool Us videos as well. So stay tuned, stay cool, hope you're having a wonderful day and week, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yup.